Welcome to Streaming My Consciousness, week 5. I'm your girl, Erin. I host this little shindig. And if you are just joining for the first time, welcome. This is a show about absolutely nothing and absolutely everything. What? Yes, welcome to it. Happy to have you. So last week, or the week before that, because I kind of dropped the ball, my bad, was Halloween, and so we did a little segment about what we love about Halloween and some cute dog photos in their little costumes. But this week I wanted to jump back into books, movie, TV, the whole shebang, because I have a whole list of millions of things I want to talk about, and I obviously can't talk about millions of things in one episode. So, or else you would probably would stop watching. My mom already is like 15 minutes is too long for a show. I lost interest, and I'm like, okay. So we'll try to keep it short for you guys. But this week I wanted to talk about a book that I feel like is very applicable to my life right now. Maybe not pandemic wise, but stage of life wise. It's called Girls in White Dresses. And don't be put off by the title, because it is about, obviously, weddings and kind of that kind of stuff, but it's also about a group of girlfriends after graduating from college, all of them kind of going their separate ways, and the lives they have after graduation from college and how it's not cookie cutter perfect in the way they expected it at all. It's hard and weird, and there's no manual for Grown Up 101, and there's no class to take, there's no grade to get, and it's something that I've been very much dealing with lately. Well, now I'm not in school. What do I do now with my life from now on? So it's super cute, super funny, pretty easy read, pretty tiny. The only thing I would say that I don't kind of enjoy is that it's from a bunch of different perspectives of the different girls in the friend group. And sometimes, they appear that maybe, they're talking in one chapter and then you never hear from them again. You're like, dude, what happened to Christy? But then they also, switch back and forth and you have to, go back and you're like, who was Lauren again? And they all have really basic names, too. So it makes it difficult because you're like, you all could be Jennifer. It's very real because it talks about some friends are getting married and some are engaged and you're still getting hit on by a really greasy guy at the bar, and that's just where you are right now, and it's okay. It's weird, but it's okay. But in other news, holiday movies are coming. Anybody who knows me knows I love Christmas. I did write a blog post about how much I love fall, so I'm going to stand by that. Love fall as a season. Christmas is my favorite holiday. So let's be clear on that. So Christmas. If you don't know me, I love Christmas. I have a lot of decorations, almost to an excessive amount. I have t-shirts, I have Christmas socks, I have Christmas paint. I just love Christmas because it's so merry and so bright, just so joyous. True story. I'm so into Christmas. I made a little winter wonderland in my dorm sophomore year, and had string lights. You're not allowed to have string lights, and I hid it for probably 2.5 weeks, and I got busted for my Christmas lights. They're like the Grinch. They're like, take those down, and I was like, no. Anyway, Christmas movies. People are like, oh, are you going to talk about Hallmark movies? Because I don't watch those. No. I do watch the Hallmark movies, but I'm more of a Netflix holiday movie watcher. They're so bad. So, they kind of go with the Hallmark theme. They're not good, but we watch them because they bring us joy, and everyone always falls in love, and it always is perfect. So, we are, what is that word called? I live vicariously through these movies. Sue me. So, obviously, this shout out to my very special friend, Will Follett. Don't think he watches this show, but if he does, him and I love The Christmas Prince. He's obviously rolling his eyes right now because he hates The Christmas Prince, but I've made him watch all 3 if you haven't seen them. They're terrible, but so fun. He has amazing commentary on it because they do like a span of it, like the first scene right off the bat. They're like, Chicago, or yeah, she's in Chicago or whatever. And it's like the New York skyline, and he's from around Chicago. He's like, that's not Chicago, that's New York. That's how bad they are. They can't even get like a realistic skyline. They can't even get the right skyline. So, oops. Anyway, so it's Christmas First 1, 2, and 3. I won't spoil the names for you because stuff happens. But those aren't any new this year. But new this year is Princess Switch 2. I think one came out either last year or the year before with Vanessa Hudgens. I'm not gonna lie, I love V. I love her. She's so cool. I mean, she'll always be my Gabriella from High School Musical. So, I mean, if you follow her on Instagram, she's a bit wacko. But, like, I'm gonna still pretend that she's, like, this innocent little soaring, flying kind of chick. So I am a big fan of hers. Except this now Princess, so it's like, you know, doubles and they switch, blah, blah, blah. Now they're adding in a third doppelganger, and I'm like, that might be a bit excessive. Like, let's keep it at 2. I'm getting too confused now. Another one I'm pretty excited about is, I actually don't know the name of it. But it's with Dan Levy, who is from Schitt's Creek. He wrote, directed, and played David in Schitt's Creek. If you haven't seen that show, it's fantastic. Highly recommend. So he's like one of my favorite people. I just think he's like an all-around amazing human. He's in a new movie, a holiday movie, with Kristen Stewart, who is like my least favorite person. So, but it's a rom-com. So, pretty excited about that. And Kristen Stewart hasn't done a rom-com like ever, so we'll see if she's actually funny. Doubting it. And it's going to be on Hulu, I believe, at the end of the month of November. Let me look it up. Happiest Season is what it's called. So, I am pretty excited for that to come out. I haven't watched this one yet, but it came out on Netflix a few weeks ago. It's called, like, Operation Christmas or, like, Holiday Drop or something. I'm pretty excited about it because it has Bonnie from the Vampire Diaries in it. She's pretty cool. I've heard it's really good from some friends. I'm waiting for it to snow in Illinois before I get my Christmas reel on. Because it still feels like fall to me. And I get everyone has been like, it's 2020, I need some freaking joy right now. Stat, I'm putting up my Christmas tree. I'm all for that. No judgment here. I'd be right there with you, but I just don't feel it yet. You know, it's not a winter wonderland yet. So, I mean, Starbucks is already in the holly jolly spirit. I just can't get there yet. I don't know if it will be after or before Thanksgiving. Some people are like, I will start celebrating Christmas right after Thanksgiving. I'm not that strict about it, but I think I would like some snow before I start really cranking out the Mariah Carey, start hanging the garland. My grandma already has started doing all of the Christmas stuff, but she doesn't want me to take down her fall stuff outside, but she's putting up her Christmas stuff. So it's just like a holiday mess exploded on her lawn. So we're all kind of in a weird transition time because we want to put up our holly jolly stuff, but still feeling like fall. I mean, for goodness sakes, it was 70 here the other weekend. 70. I can't get holly jolly in 70-degree weather. But in other news, the Oboyo clan, my clan, that's my clan, in case you weren't aware, got an early Christmas gift. We got a new puppy. Well, she's not a puppy. She's 2. But she's a puppy to me. Her name is Kiefer. She's a black lab. So her and Nellie are sisters. And they love to cuddle together. And we take walks. And they're just best of friends. I mean, Nellie's a little annoyed because she's kind of, like, aloof. She's like, this is my territory. But she's getting there. we're getting better with it. So we're a 2-dog household now. My dad is still getting used to it. We kind of like forced him into it because like right now my brother's at college, and so it's like me, my mom, and my sister against Dan. Guess who won? And then Keeper's a girl and Ellie's a girl, so it's a very female household here. I think Keeper heard her name. Keeper, come here. Can you say hi to everybody? Hi, everybody. My name's Keeper. Hello, baby. Oh, yes. So she's very loving. Okay, bye-bye, Hayden. I love you. I guess I should talk about some of the classics that I love. If you haven't seen it, Christmas with the Cranks is a good movie that is not always high on everyone's holiday list. So watch it. It's Tim Allen and Jamie Lee Curtis. And it's just very cute and very funny. Just makes you feel good and appreciate family and neighbors. You know the whole holiday jolly thing. What's another one I like? So obviously Christmas Vacation's great. Shout out Abby Mertz for Christmas Vacation. It's the only movie she can quote. Oh, I'm a huge fan of the Santa Claus ones with Tim Allen. Like, probably weirdly, like a weird amount. Like, I think Last Christmas, which doesn't feel that far away ago. Far away ago? No, that's not a sentence I wanted. Doesn't feel that long ago. Probably because, this year has been the weirdest freaking thing ever in the history of the world. So it feels like I just kind of watched them. This year has gone super fast, but also slow. So anyway, it just feels like I watched them. But I watched like the Santa Claus 3, like, I want to say 10 to 12 times last holiday season. That's a little excessive. I know that. Am I going to do it still? Yes. So people aren't going to be angry at this. It's the same thing with The Princess Diaries. People get so upset with me. I like the third and the second movie better than I like the first movie. Sue me. I know that sequels aren't nearly as good as the original. I tend to disagree when it comes to the Santa Claus trilogy and Princess Diaries. I don't have any facts to support that, just my opinion. Well, this episode has been all over the place. You have on your book rec. We talked about holiday movies. You met the new doggo. And you just heard me rant, like always. I appreciate you watching, as always. It's always good to hear comments and feedback from you guys. So if you want to send me a text and be like, hey, that episode was awesome, or maybe you're finding a little bit more, shoot it to me. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.